Good evening. Welcome to Sriveda IT. This is DS Prasad, an AI engineer. In the series of recursion, today we are going to learn about what are the two phases? What are the two phases of recursive function? Actually, every recursion function is having two different phases. What are those two phases? Means phase one. So phase one. So this is nothing but going down. So going down is nothing but push operation. Okay, we call it as a push operation. And so here, what happens inside the push operation means the function keeps calling itself. So calling itself. So we will explore it with respect to the example. And phase two, so going upward. So going up is nothing but pop operation. So nothing but pop operation. Here, what will happen means after reaching, so after reaching the base case function return one by one. So what it is going to return one by one? In the sense means output. So it is going to print the output one by one. Okay. So these are the two different push and pop operations. Let's explore with respect to the example here. So first I'm going to discuss about push. So push operation. Initially, stack has memory, that is main, which is nothing but memory. We also call it as a block address. So block address. Okay. And after that, so as I said that there is a function is there, right? So like recursion function, def recursion and a variable or parameter n. And if n is equals to 0, so if n is equals to 0, so return nothing. Okay. Otherwise, so here I'm going to call the recursion and change in the parameter like n minus 1, and then I'm going to work that one, print n. Okay. So this is my program. How this push operation is going to work means when I am going to call, so when call function 1, so when I am going to call the function 1, so here push operation. So what is the meaning of so push operation here means, so first of all, this is a stack memory, okay, or call stack. At the end, we are having the main, and here is the bottom, okay, and after that we are having a function one, and this is the top, okay. So whenever a function two is called, so call function two, again push operation. So what it is going to do means again it is going to store that value in the stack memory here. So again, this is our main, and this is a function one, on top of it function two, and then top. Okay. So this is nothing but bottom. And again, if we call that function three, so call function three, then again, this is also a push operation. So what is going to happen here? So again, stack memory, the same stack memory, creating a stack frame. So this is the main, so block address, and this is nothing but function one. So this is nothing but function two. So this is nothing but function three. So function three, and finally top. Okay. So these are all called as push operations. Okay. So these are all called as a push operation. This is called push phase because of the stack frames are pushed. Okay. And the next, so what is meant by pop? So here, pop operation. So what exactly this pop operation? So whatever the function we have, the same function. So here, case one, suppose function three finishes, it works, finishes. Okay, after finishes, so its stack frame is removed. Its stack frame is removed from stack memory. So removed from stack memory. So stack memory or call stack memory or call stack. So here what we have seen, so previously, so this is the right, and what is going to happen here is the main, okay, and here bottom, and after that function 1, then function 2, and then top. Okay, so here this is the thing, and also when function 2 finishes, so function 2 finishes its operation, then again, so function 2 is going to be removed. Okay, meaning removed in the sense means it is start printing the output. So function 1 only, and after that, so we have top. So here 3 got the output. Here I got the output 3 and then 2. So in the series of it, when function 1 is called finishes, so finishes. So what is going to happen means here the stack. So here main, and then so here function 0. For example, if you have function 0 and then top. So here what is the output? 3, 2, 1. And already we reaches to the base case. So base case, so it won't return anything. So the output stops here. So output stops here. This is nothing but called as something like a pop operation. And we will see that one example. So how it is going to work for all these things. Okay. So here, okay. So for example, if you write a function where function n, same function. So whatever the previously we have taken, so the same function that we are going to take here. So here, um, so I'm going to explain one more important point in this. If n is equals to 0 and return, so the same function, and after that print n, and then here, so calling the recursive function, and with respect to change in the parameter, calling the function 3. So whenever we are going to call that function, okay, so call function 3. So what is going to happen? We are having a stack memory. So in that memory, the output is nothing but top. So function 3, okay, and main, and then bottom. Okay, so main and bottom. So whenever we are going to call this function 2, so when we are going to call the function 2, so what is going to happen means here Python, most important point. So Python does not modify, so does not modify function 3 into function 2. Instead, it is going to create, so instead, so it creates a new stack frame, and each frame is each frame and every frame is completely independent. So completely independent. There is no dependency of one frame to the another frame. Okay. So what is going to happen here means the stack, the new stack means what? So top, so will come from the bottom. So bottom here main, so here main function 3 and function 2. So here, and this is the top. See here, this is one stack frame and this is another stack frame. Function 3 is not going to modified into function 2. So it is creating a different stack frames, and this stack frame is different that of the this stack frame. This is called stack memory. So stack memory or call stack. So stack memory or call stack. So this is about something called as this one. So here, whenever, so whenever, so whenever this function, so function, so reaches recursion call. So base case. So this function recursion reaches base case. So base case, like if n is equals to 0, something equals to 0, and then what exactly? Return nothing. So when it reaches to the base case, here what is going to happen means Python starts popping. Python starts popping. What is the meaning of popping means? So what exactly the pop operation is there, right? The same pop operation is nothing but called as popping. Okay. So this is about something called as this example. And here